Talent is referenced a lot in sport, but what is talent? How do you explain it? How do you measure it? How do you get it? Scottish Gymnastics has worked with talent experts to help gymnasts, as well as their parents and coaches, understand how they can improve and maximise their potential in gymnastics. Looking at examples from our careers that have included medals at major championships, we hope you will get a better understanding of the talent principles and how you can use them to maximise your potential.
Right, Frank, so you starting this off then?
Rock, paper, scissors to start.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Alright, you start, mate.
The longest game ever. Okay, so first one, having a clear understanding of the development process and how you can improve.
Yeah, so a clear understanding of the development process. I would say it really starts with when you're younger, so with the grades, trying to get on top squad. Really, for me personally, that's how, you know, my gymnastics started to take off, really. So yeah. I managed to do well in the NDPs when I was younger, and then I got on top squad.
You've got your different routes as well, don't you? The elite and the club. So
definitely.
Depending if you've developed at an earlier age, you can go on for the elite, or if not, you're going to be a late bloomer, you can go for the club and then work your way up from there.
Definitely, definitely. I think the key is not to be disheartened. Whatever path you choose, as long as you work hard, you enjoy your gymnastics, you know. I've seen gymnasts thrive when they've been younger, and, you know, they've made it quite at the top. Yeah. And then I've seen other gymnasts really that I haven't noticed when I've been younger, and then, you know, they've been up there at World Championships, at Europeans, majors, just because they've worked hard.
Yeah, definitely. It's brilliant for growth.
Good. Okay. Everyone develops at different rates, and development takes time.
Yeah, definitely. Going back to the point we said before, you've got the elite and the club pathway in the NDPs for gymnastics. So obviously some of the lads will develop at a much faster rate when they're younger, so they'll go along the elite pathway, and then the other boys will take a bit longer, but eventually everyone may come to the same point.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, you just got to have that belief. You know, you got to enjoy it, 100%. And, you know, if you want to develop that, it's just don't let your head down.
Yeah.
You know, times get hard. You know, we've had that. We've had times in the gym where we thought, you know, we're never going to make it to the Commonwealth Games or to Europeans or, you know, a big major. And then you just got to trust your coaches, trust yourself, trust your teammates behind you, and most importantly, just work hard. So, you know, every setback's, you know, it's another opportunity to go further.
Yeah, and I guess day in, day out in the gym as well, you've got different skills that may take a little bit more time for someone like me to learn and consolidate, as opposed to the amount of time it takes for you.
Different strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, definitely. And just as long as you keep on plugging and doing the work, then you're going to get there eventually, aren't you? So
definitely.
Yeah. Go for the next one. All right. How do behaviours drive success, and Scottish Gymnastics programmes support athletes in developing these behaviours?
So behaviour that drives success is really what you do every day, you know. So if it's getting up, having your breakfast, you know, doing the same thing, eating right, training so many hours a day consistently, and Scottish Gymnastics as well, you know, there's a good development in place there. You know, I've noticed that over the years, when I used to come when I was younger, at the Scottish programme, it's changed so much, and it's blossomed now, and it's great to be a part of. And I think the whole system now with the younger generation coming through is about keeping that. So I think it's great. The more results we can get, you know, the better it's going to be for the system. And yeah, again, it's just a process.
Yeah, definitely. The best behaviour I've got that comes to mind is hard work. Obviously, there's that great saying, hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. And I truly believe that's appropriate in gymnastics, because the gymnast who puts in the most will get out the most.
Definitely.
And then it's about being smart with your training as you get older.
Definitely.
You hit our age.
Hit our age, you're 5 years younger than me. Consistently embrace challenges. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So once again, there's a great saying that every day you should do something that scares you, and that's a way to do a good challenge. Maybe not every day going into the gym and doing a Kovac on bar. But yeah, I think every day into the gym, I've got an idea of what I want to do and what I want to achieve from that session. And it's a great way of knowing if I've done well in that session. Or...
Oh, definitely. I think as well for us, like sometimes we'll egg each other on to do a new skill. So I might try a skill from your routine that I've never tried before, and vice versa. And it's good as long as it's safe and that, and you can practice it safely. And you know, but sometimes it's just good to challenge yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
especially for me, I'm getting older now, and it's, you know, it's kind of the same routines, the same things, but
It spices up your gymnastics.
Exactly, keeps your head fresh, keeps you wanting a bit more motivated, and then who knows, you know, that could pay off and
Yeah,
a brand new
definitely.
skill.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's your
It's not me. Okay. Overcoming setbacks.
Okay. I've got a pretty good idea of this because I've had a couple of injuries throughout my career. I've broken my back. I've torn ligaments in my wrists and both my ankles, sort of all over the place. But at the time, you're obviously really downhearted. But then you start thinking, how can I improve my gymnastics with the setback? So for me, for my back, I had a lot of time just to work on my legs and improve the strength there. So when I came back from that injury, I'd improved my floor and my vault routines by a considerable amount, and that stayed with me throughout the rest of my gymnastics career. So although at the time it seemed like a massive setback, I used it to my advantage. So
Definitely. It's about being positive.
Yeah.
You know, it is sad when, you know, you get injured in that, but there's always, you know, grass is always greener, as they say.
Yeah.
And you work hard at other things, attributes, and get better at that. And also, when you have a setback in competition, you know, you does get disheartening that, but you learn from your own mistakes, I'd say. You learn how to not jump out the floor.
Yeah.
You learn how to handle a piece that hasn't gone quite well.
Yeah.
You know, especially when I was younger as well. It'd always get me down if I messed up the first piece or something. But, you know, in men's gymnastics as well, you know, it's 5 more, and in girls you'll have 3 more. So it's about keeping your head on.
Definitely. Listen and learn from feedback.
That's a good one. So listen from your coaches for feedback. So sometimes it's obviously frustrating if you mess up routine, but you know your coach is always there to help you. So you know you do have to listen. You do have to think, what is it I can do better the next time? How can I approach this session in a positive manner? And that's the main thing, I think. You know, when you let your head down or you get angry or frustrated, you just got to take a step back and, you know, think, you know, this ain't going to help my training.
Yeah.
You know, and listen to what your coach is saying. So, you know, it's always doing my head in when I've bent my legs on pommel or split my legs on high bar or something like that, and I can't see it.
Yeah.
But I've got to trust that my coach knows, and when I actually do film it and watch it back, it's there.
Yeah. And likewise, you've got everything outside the gym, a nutritionist or someone who's telling you a better way to recover after training sessions and help you get the most out of your training.
Yeah, or even your teammates, or especially your teammates. You know, there's always feedback there if it's competition. If you're nervous or you can't sleep before it, what do you do? What do you have any rituals? How do you stay relaxed? And
definitely.
No, feedback's one of the most important things to move on with your career.
Yeah. Do you want to go for the next one?
Yeah. Okay. So a good one. Take ownership of their own development. So taking ownership of your own development, it's just about having faith in the process, what you think you want to develop more. So it could be sitting down with your coach after a competition or a disappointment and seeing where you're going to go next.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely been times where I thought I could have improved on something or I need to take something out of my routine, but you know, you have to discuss that with your coach and you know, and
identify your weaknesses and work from there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And develop skills, for instance. You know, play to your strengths. I mean, the skills that I just can't imagine doing.
Yeah.
You know, with
definitely your body just won't go in that shape or whatever. But
definitely. Look at your flares on pommel, and there's no way my legs could
get that wide.
Could go that wide, yeah, exactly. But you know, I'm sure you must look at my little legs. So,
think I could use them for something, yeah.
yeah, exactly. So, no, it's definitely just play to your strengths. That's a massive part of developing your gymnastics.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is another big one, Frank. All skills and behaviours can be developed and require a consistent approach from gymnasts, coaches and parents throughout the pathway.
So yeah, this one you're not going to start off the completed package, are you? You're going to come into the gym and you've got these skills that are going to need a lot of work. At the end of the day, you'll start off with the basics. You'll start off with a forwards roll and gradually build out to a front somersault and then double front and then add in twists and whatnot. But you can't start off with that. You have to work and you have to come in. Likewise with the behaviours, you might have the desire to work hard as soon as you come into the gym, but you've got to realise where to put that hard work in, identify your weaknesses and then work on them.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think as well for your parents, it's it's massive. You know, it's almost like you're doing the same thing. I know your parents aren't training you, but they're driving you up and down to the gym most days, or your grandparents or family friends. You know, it's a huge commitment on them, and it's great for them to see that you're working hard and you're enjoying it. And yeah, it's great to, you know, your parents can come to competitions and your loved ones, and it's fantastic to show what you can actually do. And for me, you know, that made me thrive in the gym.
Yeah, definitely.
And to show all my hard work.
That's it. The parents are a part of your team, aren't they? Parents, coaches, friends, everyone that you're training with. They're all there to help push you and improve you. So.
Definitely. It's about having that good support network.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you want to go there, you want to do a good job, but I think before you go, it's about taking that pressure off and just enjoying it. You're with your teammates, you've worked hard, you deserve to be there. You've got to think if you're on that team, then you've got enough to be there. Yeah. You know, and you go in the competition with your head held high.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Selection for different competitions and representative events for Scotland are about finding appropriate challenges to help gymnasts and coaches develop. So obviously you've got the disappointment of not making a competition, of not being selected to go and represent your country, and I'd say it's difficult to deal with at first, but then you got to think why you weren't selected and how you can make sure that you're selected next time. So you identify what went wrong and then work on that in the gym, and come next time, hopefully you'll have put all the wrongs to right, and then you'll be selected that time around. Definitely.
You know, you've got time then when you're not selected to get in, focus on your new skills that you want to learn, what you want to make better. Yeah. So it's just about being positive, you know, not letting it get you too down. Yeah. Obviously, sometimes it's hard seeing people you train with, you know, going and, you know, doing well. Obviously, you're happy for them, but you obviously ultimately want to be there with them.
Yeah.
But that should drive you on.
Yeah,
definitely. Good.
And then the other half about that was using the competition as a development purpose. You might not win medals and whatnot. You go there and you get a feel for the competition, see what makes you tick when it comes to it, and use that so you can go on to the future competitions and put in a better performance there and then. Definitely.
Sometimes, well, it's not always about medals. No. You know, it's the process.
Yeah, definitely.
Being there, seeing the world's best, or, you know, great gymnast that you look up to doing well, or it could be going to, you know, a local championship.
Yeah.
You know, trying to get your own personal best result.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's where you motivate yourself. You know, you need to set your targets where they need to be.
Getting used to competing with different people, different
environments,
different apparatus, whatnot. Yeah, it's just
definitely that's part of gymnastics learning.
Yeah,
you know, you could go to your gym, you know, have gym over equipment for instance, and go to China and have something totally opposite. But you need to quickly adapt to that. Yeah. But it's not always easy, you know. But it's part of the challenge.
Yeah.
So this is a good one. Review your progress against world-class standards. So that's very important.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes it's not just about world-class standards, it's about your own standards. So, you know, back in the day when I used to think about the NDPs, for instance.
Yeah, you start off at the NDPs, then you go on to British Championships, and then...
British Champs from there. Like, you know, that used to be my overall dream, to become British champion, and then from there that was a stepping stone to making European Championships, and once you do that, you want to go to the World Championships and ultimately the Olympic Games. So it's all stepping stones, and it's all just setting your standards, and also looking at the world's best as well when you get there, and seeing what more you can improve on, because ultimately you can always improve no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a saying?
Yeah, you can either be a big fish in a small pond or a small fish in a big pond.
That's good though.
And work your way up to be the big fish.
Definitely.
In the big pond, and then the shark in the sea.